let's start making this sink in. Shall we? Shall we? Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Rise and shine. Even on a cloudy day, even on a sick day, I am that I am. I am not sick. I still have my health. I just feel under the weather. I got a cough. I've been shitting my fucking ass off. And I'm making my dreams work no matter what. We're hopping in the car. We got a special delivery again. Don't feel well, but I've been listening to Neville. What's his name? Neville Diamonds or whatever the fuck his name is. I thought his name was Neil. Turns out it was Neville. And he does all these motivational, I am that I am, that I'm already complete, that I'm already Saint's Addiction, that I'm already manifested my own reality, and I am enough. And that's what we're going to talk about this morning, marijuana motivation, that we already have it inside of us. We just got to dial it into our consciousness. And you are now entering in the morning motivation, Saint's Addiction, leg out. All right, so intro done. Hey, man. First it was the diarrhea, then it was the cough. The sickness is going around and everybody's trying to get off, right? So life is tough, but we make it tougher on ourselves. And that's why I'm having this conversation. What the fuck, bitch? Give me the cord. What is going on with this cord? Stuck between everything, of course, and running out of time, running out of our minds, and not being in our right minds, and not being in our manifestations, and not being in our consciousness. We're over here worried about the details, like, oh, I'm not rich enough. And then sure you're not, because you keep telling yourself that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things that we do as human beings, right? Look, it's already paved. Get out the way, bro. Look at that. It's already paved, bro. The way is paved. And some people, the neck, when you cough so much, we keep programming it that way. That's the truth of it, bro. We keep telling ourselves that things ain't right. Fuck, dude, this is all under construction. This ain't no joke. Watch me be on the live. Jesus, the whole thing is just getting tore up. And maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you didn't see the growth. Maybe you didn't hear the message. Maybe you didn't feel the vibe, right? You know how it goes. This is life. Our vibes attract our tribes. And same with traffic, same with other bullshit, same with me, trying to fucking put my seatbelt on and do the morning motivation at the same time, and then itch my hip because it itches, and then my jeans are on but they don't feel right because I got polyester pants on and all this other fucking shit. So it's one of them, isn't it? Right? So as you go, you will grow. And literally, as I'm messaging everyone right now, I got my team at Innosec.ai asking me for shit. I got a delivery. It never ends. There's no time, there's no tomorrow. And it just keeps going into the future. And people are either prepared for it, conscious for it, or I am that, right? Like I already am my own manifestor. I already am the guy that traveled the world a couple times. I already am the one that's CEO of this team. Of course, my team, and what was... From what number? No call. Nope. Of course, because I'm trying to do the morning motivation, and the team is asking something from me, and my reliable model needs to be picked up, and my hip is still itching, even though I itched a couple times. Fuck, bro. It's not enough. It's never enough time. It's never enough consciousness. It's never enough happy. And we drive ourselves insane with this behavior, and we're wondering why we're not balanced. I'm not in balance right now. I'm hungry. I'm sick. And as I say those words, I am enveloping it, right? I'm saying I own it, right? Like I'm angry, right? Like how many times I am that I am. How many times have you wore the angry stuff, right? Like how many times have you been like, I'm frustrated, I'm going to be pissed all day, and I'm going to throw my keys down the hallway, and I'm going to kick a rock, and I'm going to make everybody else feel uncomfortable because, I can't control my own temper, and I don't know how to control my own emotions. So let's just mind fuck and fuck everybody up. And how many people are like that? How many people are just straight drama queens, bro? Like all they do is just fucking stir up bullshit. They never come up with solutions. They never come up with ideas. They're always angry, and you're just like, fuck you, bro. Right? I wouldn't switch places with you if you paid me. And homeboy was Rich, bro. What was his name? Andrew Cartwright. He's on here, and he was just so not happy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how many people are like that shit, where they just don't know how to spread the right shit, and if their mind doesn't work for it or for the universe, they'll throw it out there that way. How many people you know that just can't seem to put a smile on their face or make reality, make their reality a little bit more of a happier place? It's not that it's a lie when I'm listening to them. The spam call, you know, it's just one of those things where it's always going to be something. And why not pitch yourself something that works, bro? That's all I'm putting it out there. I'm just on some, if I'm going to pitch myself anything, I'm going to pitch myself the good stuff, right? Like, I'm going to fucking pitch myself, not pinch myself, pitch my brain literal ideas of, okay, I am sick. Well, at least you're alive, right? Like, pitch it right after you throw that ant, kill that ant, the automatic negative thought, pinch it right off at the head and say something instead. Say something else positive. Pitch yourself the other things. I didn't even go live yesterday because I was so sick. And it's just like, I'm saying that I'm sick, but the truth of it is I'm already feeling better, right? I just needed some chicken soup and some orange juice. But how many of us are just like hypochondriacs, right? Like everything's cancer or drama, or maybe they like the attention. That's another thing. There was one girl that was like picking at her legs so that they would get more infected so that she could get more attention on Instagram. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you pitch yourself the negative, right? This is Saint's addiction now, right? Positives over negatives. Why would you keep sending yourself the same shit? And odds are you probably got abusive parents, right? Right? You know, odds are you didn't tell yourself the nice things, right? You were kind of just feeding yourself the negative. I don't have enough money. He talks about it. This Neville guy. I don't know the fuck his name is. Hold on a sec. Let me make sure I got this. I'm on my live, so I can't look at it. But, you know, the point is you're going to wake up with your own consciousness. You're going to wake up and be like, okay, I know my status, like where I am, where I wake up, who I am when I wake up, and basically all around what my life is like. I told people this and they think I was crazy, but I'm not joking. I was like, I'm not waking up as Shaq. It's just true. I'm not waking up as a 7'1" fucking black guy with $500,000 fucking dollars. $500 million. That's not my case, and that's not my story. And unfortunately, that's what ends up being true, is that we end up going into our own worlds and creating these fictitious lies, or berate ourselves, or we're super hard on ourselves. It's like, you know, no one else has got it like that. Oh, she looks so good. Look at her butt. Yeah, because it's fake, bro. That's a fake ass. You too can go buy your own BBL and be as unhappy as the person that you're jealous of. You too can be pitching yourself. Look how gray and ghostly it is right now over the Las Vegas Valley. LVOG. You too can keep pumping yourself with that I'm black, or I'm not enough, or whatever other pitch you want to do. Saint Shades, let me get them off. There's no sunshine right now. But that's how we do it. We keep that environment in our head, right? And it's not nice. Come on, not my pocket. What pocket is it? Where is it? I'm just having the best time ever right now. You know, it's in my left pocket when it should have been in the right. Let's just token a roken real quick so I can have a second. Boom, baby, boom. Got my messages. Tell me somebody just figured out. Would be ready to rock and roll. Not all the island time stuff. Not sounding very positive over there. Definitely frustrated, bro. And I'm human, you know. And if I'm going to be any kind of human, I guess I want to be a positive human that does something positive for myself and my mind and my soul. I've been long enough the addiction one where all I did was hurt myself and shoot myself in the foot and get angry, and then someone else would get angry at me, and then the whole situation would just be devastated, and then nobody would be happy, right? We've all been there where we were our own worst enemy. Kept telling ourselves, oh man, I'm too nervous, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna freak out. And I think I was watching something with Joe Rogan, and he's like, I think I'm gonna have a meltdown right now. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there's times where we melt down as human beings. We'll fucking keep sending those negative thoughts, ants, all are in our pants, all in our brain, and we keep shuffling that shit up inside our head till we believe it. You know, oh, I'm a cancer survivor. You know, like, why would you introduce yourself that way? I am that I am. Well, your cancer's gone, but you're still holding the candle for it, right? You're still drumming that beating that Cherokee drum, and it's just like, I don't know if that's what I would lead with. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I had asked myself when I got out of South Korean prison, I was like, do I even tell people that I've been in prison? Shout out to Roken Vapes, 15% off when you mention Saints Addiction. And that's all it is, bro. Time and frustration, mentality and balance, giving ourselves a second chance after we probably said the negative shit, right? Oh, I'm broke. Now you're saying I am broke. You're not broken. You're mending, you know? And you're not your fucking bank account, right? And that shit ain't gonna matter when you die. So all of a sudden, the things that we come into consciousness, like as soon as you wake up, you're gonna be like, I am that I am. I am a strong human being. I am somebody that makes things in his mind come into reality. I am somebody that's literally living his dream. And that is what's keeping me going. Because I used to be the guy that was depressed, going into work right here at Auto Show Drive, you know, wearing the fucking same shit over and over again, wearing someone else's last name instead of my own, Saints, you know, they're my boss. I don't have any bosses. I'm my own boss. I make my own rules and I do what the fuck I want to do. And I try to, this is an attempt to make sure that I'm doing what's in my best interest. Not like that, but what's in my soul's interest, right? I'm a soldier, capital soul, right? Like, I want to be the guy, because I get a vision, I can make it a reality. I don't want to be the guy that sits there and comes up with all the reasons why it's not a reality. I want to be the guy that transforms his life, his dreams into reality. And that's what started to be. I started going past beyond the world and like, oh, you're traveling without any money. You goddamn right. Travel by Saints. Oh, you got all these brands. You goddamn right. Mostly Saints. Oh, you did this, you did that. I remember a guy in Finland saying some shit to me, going like, man, I wish I did that. And I'm thinking, right, bro, so that way you can crash on your mom's couch at 44 years old, so that way you can be brokenhearted and lose babies. Are you the one that's gonna fucking go when there's no gas money and no one cares and no one's clapping and there's no social media? Right. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. And people want ice and hell water, but they're not willing to get off their ass to go get it. They're not willing to elevate their consciousness and go into heaven and see that they are enough. And they should be grateful for what they have already and start counting their blessings instead of their stressings. And that's hard to do. Our human brain is so calculating that the first thing it does is like do you guys remember the High Life magazines where they used to be like, what's missing in this photo? You know, match this, circle that. We are quick to judge like what's missing, right? But we miss what's already matching. We miss that left pocket, putting the handle. The right pocket's always looking for the change, always looking for the dollars, always trying to buy power. My left pocket is the memories. It's the I've already lived a life that has been very blessed. You know, I'm not stressed, bro. My life has been extremely blessed. Besides for this headache from the cough, you know, besides for the diarrhea, you know, besides for once in every blue moon, I get a little bit under the weather, but that's not who I am. That's not I am that I am. I am a warrior. I am a soldier. And as long as I put in the energy, I will receive what I need, not what I want. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find. You just might find. You get what you need, you know? And I'm getting what I need. I'm getting my dreams. I'm getting my touchdowns. I'm progressing. If things go late, I'll go a little bit again, and then I'm losing my shit. And then, you know, I just don't want to be the person that lets the things around me suffocate me, right? What was they saying? Like a boat, it's everything. It floats because it's always surrounded by water, right? You know, I want to be surrounded by positivity. I want to be surrounded by touchdowns. I want to be surrounded by dream makers and risk takers. I don't want to be the guy that sits there and goes, oh, my feelings. I was that way this last 2 days, bro. I didn't even do the morning motivation yesterday. I kind of got up and I was shitting my pants at 10:10 when I usually go live. I'm sure you guys would have wanted to see that and the sound effects, but like, I'm always going to be my best version of myself. I want to dig deep and see how far I can go. You know, I'm not David Goggins. I'm not trying to fucking run 8 fucking 100-mile fucking races. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm doing the race inside my head where I'm not trying to race things in life. I'm perfectly on time. I don't have to worry about other people and other shit. I can make my own reality different than the way it is. I watch people all the time struggle. Struggle. Oh, that headache after a cough, that tension headache. Oh, it's the worst, but inside their own bodies. You know what I mean? It could be dietary. It could be hereditary. It could be genetics. You can put yourself in a mode that doesn't behoove you. You can be that way. If you choose to be, you can be sassy. But now people think you're pessimistic. Straight up. If you don't even know it. But when people smoke cigarettes, people already think you're pessimistic. Yep. And if you're fat, they're going to think you're lethargic. Right? And if you don't keep your word, they're going to think you have no follow through. They're not going to tell you this. People aren't really that honest, you know? They're just going to fade away from you, right? Unfriend you, block you. You know how it is in the 25th century. It's just easier to block than to have conversations like an adult. It's easier to blame than to be a child and take accountability. And it's easier to bitch than it is to pump yourself full of positivity and throw that shit back out there and be like, no, man, that's not what it is. I am blessed. You know, how was the last time you kept saying, I am blessed? You know what I mean? No, I am broke is usually what comes out. Switch it. I am blessed. I am blessed. All the people that have all the money in the world, where's your boy Steve Jobs? 6 feet below. Six feet below, billionaire, would have been one of the world's richest men. Couldn't buy a liver, couldn't buy another day. And that's our lives, just dripping away. And our mentality just seeping through our brains. All those little grooves in the gray, right? We've done forgot to pump it full of gold. That's what they said in the Japanese, the ikaki. That's not just broken, it's mending. Pitch it to yourself. Try flipping it like a house, right? You know what I mean? You got it? Oh, it's a little shitty ass house. What do you got to do? Let's improve the kitchen. Let's make it a balcony. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's give it a shot. And now we're flipping homes, right? We're doing real estate. We're doing all sorts of shit. And that's what it is in our lives, right? You know, we're going to have things that either move us ahead or cause us dread. And I am not trying to live in dread anymore. I'm not trying to live in this mind. People that are just negative and they don't know how to family or to their dogs even. You know what I mean? I've seen a couple people, like especially feeding the homeless, when they're trying to talk to their fucking dogs and they're just like pulling the chain and sit. And it's just like, that's how you talk to yourself. That's how you pitch your own brain. Like, that's not a sale to me. Like, is that what you're pitching me? Living in Pennsylvania and only having one pussy and then all the jealousy? What? No, bro, you got to get prettier, lose weight, and fucking feel great. That's what I'm seeking, right? It's cool that you look good on the outside, but do you feel good on the inside? Do you treat people better than you look? I'll wait. Most motherfuckers are feeling entitled. They're like, let me just throw $100 around, and that just that gets me to have bad behavior or treat anybody any which way. And it's just like, you might get away with treating somebody some way, but it's coming back for you. I'm thinking that Pavlov guy, not Pavlov's dog, but the other guy, ouch, in Russia, where he begged for his life. He was murdering children. He was fucking underage kids. He was doing the worst of the worst. And guess what? He cried on his knees when they fucking killed him. When you see Stalin's death, go watch Stalin's Dead. Oh, my neck. It's a good movie. It's a comedy with Steve Buscemi and all these other guys. But the truth is that guy did the worst of the worst and then cried like a little bitch at the end. He wanted his life. Had no problem taking underage, innocent, normal people's lives, but when it was his turn, he was on his knees begging for it. That's what's so ironic. You got no problem being rude to somebody else, right? But you don't like people disrespecting you, do you? Right. And it's like a respecting, right? You got to give it to get it. I was like, whoa, All-Star, your boy Maloof, George Maloof, when he was up at the foundation room, I'm waiting at the bathroom and he tried to cut me in line. It's like, I don't give a shit who you are. We all have to pee, bro. We're all human beings. It's called a queue. And where I come from, you wait your fucking turn. And he did. And I put my hand out with his bodyguards too. I was like, whoa, All-Star. Same thing happened when I was sitting there next to Hugh Hefner. I've peed next to Hugh Hefner when he was alive at the Raw in the fucking Las Vegas nightclub. And all of a sudden, like, these big dudes, it's kind of weird because, like, you know, when you're peeing, it's all normal. You usually have it to yourself. This dude started peeing next to me in his robe. Real Hugh Hefner. This is a real story. And he had like 6 foot, 7 foot behind him. And I'm like, what are you going to do? Pick me up while I'm midstream peeing and make me move? Like, I'd pee all over you, right? So no, you got to let people pee, you know? You got to let people be. This also reminds me of that movie, the girls with the black girls that did all the math for the science in NASA. I forget the name of the movie, but it's a good movie. But the guy's chewing her out. And he's like, yo, what's taking so fucking long? I need this and that. And she's like, the fucking nearest colored bathroom is 45 minutes away. I have to pee, okay? Like, I need to go to the restroom. I'm a human. And he was just like, oh, I didn't know. So he ran over there, ripped down the colored only fucking shirt or whites only fucking sign and ripped that shit down. He's like, now you can go pee 5 minutes away. Now we need your math and your skills, right? That's what I'm talking about. Creating a world where you need yourself, where you can count on yourself to throw yourself some good shit, that you can flip it and find the positivity. It's going to be the only exercise that you really need. I'd love for you to work out. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of benefits from lifting heavy weights and going for cardio and getting outside and getting in nature. You need to do all of that stuff to get the oxytocin, serotonin, and positivity. But I'm also talking about life, right? Like, how are you going to pitch yourself when all you ever do is throw yourself a fucking coal right in your own sock, and now you got to walk around with it and hope? That's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing and expecting different results. The worst part is drinking the poison that you're giving other people, right? You're the only one that has to feel that way. Like, if you want to be a bitch, then you live with your bitch ass self. Oh man, this cough. But I didn't want a bitch at my life anymore. There's for sure I could sit there in a pile of just shit, just sitting there looking at it, go, oh, this is wrong, that ain't wrong. Why is that not happening, right? Let me speak to your manager. Let me be a fucking Karen. Let me be a fucking Todd. Let me be my own worst enemy and pump myself full of fucking shit instead of going, where's all my glory? That I was even born and blessed to be alive. That I ain't even still alive. Rest in peace, Nicole Ramos, right? Like, I got friends that are dying younger than me, bro. Recently. And you're just like, she's too young to be dead. 42? What the fuck? And how about when I was 42, my damn self, about 3 years ago, when Damon died, bro? I was like, what the fuck, bro? He's the same age as me. I'm like, every time someone dies, I'm on some, there is no time. There is no tomorrow. Stop bullshitting, Mark. You need to fucking make it happen. And that's when I started to click in. Yeah. Dead Dog serious. I started to clock in, click in, make sure that I'm in it, because I'm on borrowed time. They're not. They're running out of time. They don't have nothing left. They can't play the game anymore. No more tasting food. No more fucking. No more holidays. No more holding their kids. Not another fucking day. And I'm sitting here gonna sit it away? Nah. I mean, I could be sick. I needed the rest, and oh, Lord knows I still need it, but what I need is my own mentality more than any. I need to be able to take control of this thing and not just say, I am sick, right? Like, I'm under the weather a little bit, but I'm not infirmed. I ain't got cancer. I ain't got nothing to bitch. And that's what homeboy said when I was out there traveling. I had my broken heart and she left me and oh, it's over. You don't understand me. I'm going inside, right? And mate was sitting there. Mate, I got problems. You got problems. Go to a children's hospital. They got problems. And I was just like blown away. It's like, you're absolutely right. kids in children's hospital. I'm not a 4-year-old with leukemia. You know, I haven't spent the last 4 years in a fucking hyperbaric chamber only for it to go out electricity and I die eventually. I ain't trying to be with polio, living with a fucking big ass iron lung around my body and head, and all I can do is just watch TV and dread. Fuck that, bro. I'm grateful that my body keeps moving. I'm grateful that I can heal myself. I'm grateful that I can fucking have some sort of wherewithal in me to say, okay, Mark, you can push it. You can push it around the world with no money. Okay, Mark, you had that idea, so that means it's for you to do. It means Mostly Saints is meant for you to put halo and horns on everybody. It's meant for you to make these shirts and just keep pushing it out there. And now the models, the reliable models are starting to come through. You can kill Saints Addiction. You can kill reliable underscore models. You can kill the Las Vegas original, but you can't kill me. You can't kill my ideas, and that threatens them. Just like V for Vendetta, that VMAS situation, it threatens them in their own reality, and that shakes them to their fucking core. That there's people that will endure. The book Endure is still there. My endurance is still here. My mentality is still here. That I've seen with my own eyes, bro. Thy own eyes have seen the glory. You got to be like Martin Luther King Jr. Get the Holy Baptist out of you and just be like, I felt it. I feel it in my bones. You know, I don't mean to speak in tongues or shake or get super religious or zealous. That's not what this is. This is just, I can feel my ancestors calling me. When I was suicidal, my grandpa reached out to me. He said, not right now. You know what I mean? Too soon. I was what, 17, 18, 19 years old trying to jump from the Hoover Dam, and I did. Do you know anybody else that's jumped from Hoover Dam waterside and swam? Right. That's how bad I was. That's how much pain I was in. And I was just under so much duress that I caused my own stress. I was hurting myself, bro. And I said, no longer, man. I'm no longer interested in hurting myself. I'm no longer interested in making things worse for me, bro. You know, I've already lived many years in depression and dread and frustration, and I'll be damned if I'm going to make that happen again. I'm not going to be the guy that waits around for people to make something happen. I'm going to make it happen inside me. I'm going to just get up and fucking go. And that's what I did today, even with my little bit of my runny nose and my cough and my diarrhea, whatever the fuck it is. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Isn't this the cutest little house? I love their house. Oh my God. And that's all that matters, bro. Is just fucking getting it in, putting in that work, and making it fucking happen. And then you can die with all the scars and the scrapes and the mistakes later in life. You know? When you have plenty of time. Who the fuck's got a Bentley? Right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna live while I'm alive. And I love my life. And I love that it's interactive. I love that it's creative. I love that there's designs. I love that there's models. I love that there's labels. Yep. And even while I'm coughing, and that tension headache that goes all the way from the side, down my side, all the way past to my neck. Right? Well, at least I can massage myself. And at least I can sit here quietly in my own mind and relax. You know, I don't want to be frustrated no more. I don't want to push past myself where I put myself in distress or stress or any sickness. I'm going to fucking keep myself humbled by the life that the universe has. That is even a miracle that I'm still alive. All those times could have been dead and should have been dead. I am not. And I am alive. And unfortunately, some of my friends aren't. So I'm going to live for them. I'm going to make it happen. I'm here right now with my dreams, picking up my reliable model, and we're going to go shoot. Got the outfit. It fit her perfectly. Didn't even know her when I bought the shirts. It's so serendipitous when you get your touchdowns. It's so serendipitous when you make things your own reality. It's all a part of the dream. When you don't have your jacket in the seatbelt, when this isn't poking you in the face and you don't have tension headaches from coughing, I would like to reflect on that I'm alive and there's a little bit of sunshine right there, that I got out of the house and I'm freeing myself. Yeah. And then I'm making my dreams a reality, and that I can rest my laurels on. So everybody else with your, I only want to fucking, oh, it's accurate. It's accurate. That's the truth. Like, there's two truths, man. It's like a road, you know, there's a road paved, and there's a dark road that you ain't seeing yet. And a lot of people act that way. So I didn't want to be that way. I wanted to be mentally free. I wanted to be able to save me and know how to take care of me and not let anybody else fuck with me. I'm unfuckwithable. And that's undominable. And that's what I am. Undescribable. Saints Addiction. On my heart from the start. Your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chi-Gata. And that means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses, and the other side of the world, because that's exactly where I'll be. Peace. Touchdown Saints.